Okay, so a few of you have asked me to record the gentle morning warm-up that we do together. I'm going to make a few small recordings of 15 minutes or so, and you can stitch them through together to create a kind of a flow that you want to do. This morning we're going to start with a very gentle stretch and a few basic suryas. So it's nice and easy, nothing too strenuous, a really big focus on wrist warm-ups because I know a lot of you have issues with that. But most of all, just enjoy. This is a great way to start the day, get the body flowing, get the body moving, build some heat, build some prana. So it's your practice. You just do as little or as much as you want. Enjoy. So you start by sitting on a brick if you have one, and if you don't have one, have a saying in Iyengar, get one. So coming to a gentle cross-legged position, you have the right leg in front of the left, hands on the knees. You can peel the flesh away from the sitting bones, so you're sitting nice and tall, even distribution on both hips. Closing down the eyes and coming into the breath, take a few moments, sit a little bit taller, tuck the chin, exhale. Inhale, feel the ribs and the side body expand. Feel the belly expand and contract as you exhale, squeezing out the air, closing down the ribs. Inhale, sit a little bit taller, lengthen through the sides of the waist. Exhale. And you can envision the air coming in down through the front body and feel the chest expand, belly expand, and then on the exhale, visualize the breath coming up through the back of the body, over the head and out through the nose. Last inhale here and exhale. Bringing the hands in prayer at the heart center. Keep the thumbs on the sternum and roll the prayer out as you engage the shoulders, externally rotating the arms, firming the shoulder blades into the back of the body, lifting the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, sit a little bit taller. Exhale, squeezing the navel to spine, twisting from the midline. Not using the head, keeping the chin above the collarbones. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. One more here. Inhale, broadening through the collarbones. Exhale, squeezing navel to spine. Can you twist a little bit more? Good. Inhale, coming back to center, changing the cross of the legs, bringing the left foot in front. Hands on knees. Inhale, sit a little bit taller. Exhale, bringing the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, sit. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, squeezing navel to spine, using the hands and shoulders as you twist a little bit deeper. Last one here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Coming back to center, interlacing the fingers, rolling over onto your knee, moving out of the way, tucking the toes. So you want to take your hands here and physically move your little toes so that all of them are tucked. And when you do this to stretch the plantar fascia, if you're going to be doing a full practice, this is a really nice way to warm up the hamstrings. You can physically stroke the soft part of your inner arches of your feet here. Interlacing the fingers, pushing the hands away, keeping the palms facing you, rounding the back, engage the quads, and then exhale, palms away from you, bringing the arms up overhead, bringing the biceps behind the ears, sitting tall. Exhale, rounding the back, squeezing out all the air. Inhale, pushing the palms away, bring the arms up overhead, broadening through the collarbones, tucking the abdomen in, hip points lifted. Exhale, squeezing out all the air. Last inhale here, pushing the palms away. Can you get a little taller, just an extra inch? Bringing the hands to the ground, keeping those toes tucked if you can, only a few more minutes left. Lifting up the right, left arm, bending over to the right, turning your chest to face the ceiling. And exhale, bring the hands to the ground, swapping it over, right arm lifts, left elbow bends. Inhale. And exhale, coming up, right, releasing those toes, rolling over onto your hands and knees. You can tap the toes against the ground here. Just sort of wake them up, get a bit of the blood flowing. So we're gonna push the wrists, move on so you can see a bit better. Pushing the wrists into the ground, spreading through the fingers. And you want this feeling like you're pulling the fingertips towards each other, like the hand is closing, and that'll engage the traps. You're still thinking about that external rotation, so you can come up on your knees and bring your hands out like you're holding a platter, so that you get this external rotation here, and you're hugging the biceps in towards each other, elbows in, and then keeping everything engaged, just rolling the hands down, placing the hands on the ground, and then that feeling again, like I said, of pulling the fingertips together, squeezing the elbows in to shine the eyes of the elbows forwards, engaging the traps. We're gonna inhale, drop the belly here, and exhale, rounding out, coming to a cat-cows. If you want to go more active, you can tuck the toes and bring their knees just an inch off the floor. Exhale, rounding the back, really protracting through the shoulders. Inhale, broadening through the collarbones, pulling your heels back towards your knees as you drag your collarbones through, and exhale, good. Now we're going to come forwards. If this is a bit much for your wrist, just sit back and give them a shake, but make sure you do the palms facing up and then just rolling the wrists to the ground here to get that nice stacking, shoulders over wrists. And then we're going to bring the shoulders further forward so you get a nice deep crease in that wrist to hand. We're going to roll around to the right 3 times, sucking that navel to the spine, making sure all the upper back is engaged. And then 3 times around to the left. Making sure you feel the weight evenly through all of your palms, but really pushing down through the index knuckle and the thumb knuckle here so that you get that contraction inwards, but yet your biceps are rolling outwards at all times. Good. And then turning the palms to face outside at long edges of the mat. We're going to just rock back and forwards. And then bring the palms, fingertips in to face the knees and rock back up. Letting the heels of the palms come up 2 or 3 times. And then sitting back, shaking out the hands. If you're about to do a very dynamic practice, I recommend keeping the hands out in front of you and squeezing and opening them. We do that 100 times, but this time we're just going to give them a really good shake. And then taking the index finger and thumb around the topmost point of your wrist, you squeeze till you feel the fist pop off the wrist just a little bit and give it a shake. And that's warming up the wrist, getting the synovial fluids, all those really squishy liquids into the wrist so that they're nice and mobile. Good. One last shake, and then coming back to all fours, hands and knees. We're going to inhale, opening up the right arm to the sky. Exhale, we're going to thread it through under the armpit, coming as far as you can, bring the ear to the floor. And inhale, one more, arm to the ceiling. And exhale, threading it through. Last one now. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, squeezing out all the air. Can you walk the fingers just a little bit further, palms facing up? And if you want an extra stretch here, you can raise the left arm and bring it and hook it behind, grabbing the right thigh. Inhale, really push that shoulder into the floor to broaden through the collarbones here. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. And placing the left hand back to the floor. Opening out, right arm to the ceiling. And the hand comes to the ground. We're going to do the other side now. So inhale, opening up, left arm to ceiling. Exhale, threading it through. The ear touches the floor just for a second. And then inhale, left arm comes up. Threading it through under the armpit a little bit further. Last one here. Inhale, really twisting your heart to the ceiling, and on the exhale, bringing the fingertips through as far as you can. And if you want, the right arm comes up and hooks left thigh. Inhale for 1. Exhale, staying there, breathing deeply. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Last one here. Inhale, bringing the arm up to the ceiling again. And exhale, placing it on the ground. Inhale, tucking the toes. We're going to push the belly to the thighs. Really pushing the ground away, pushing that index, knuckle and thumb into the ground, rolling the biceps out, so squeezing, hugging those elbows into the midline. And you're just going to pedal the foot, right foot and then the left. Warming up the hamstrings. And if you feel like raising one leg to the sky, giving a little shake or opening the hip, that's absolutely fine. Just bringing some movement into the body first thing in the morning. And eventually walking on tippy toes right up to the front of the mat and letting the head hang heavy, keeping a slight micro bend in the knees, taking hold of opposite elbows and just swaying from side to side. Letting the head hang heavy. Bringing the right hand in front of the right foot, bending the right knee deeply. We're going to open up to the ceiling with the left arm. Keeping the left leg straight, pulling up on the kneecaps. Inhale and exhale if you want to hook the hand. If you did that on the other side, great. And then bringing the hand to the ground, changing over, bending left leg, right arm comes to the ceiling. And then both hands to the ground, bending in the knees, slowly rolling up to stand. Standing at the top of your mat now, bringing both toes together, heels apart. Pulling up on the thighs, pushing the tailbone forwards, but the thighs back, so really engaging in the legs. You're squeezing the knees together, pulling up on the inner arches of the thigh, so really pulling up here, but yet you're using your outer hips to push the ground away like you're trying to tear your mat apart. Making sure your weight is even over the balls of the feet and the heels, and that your body is back in space. Lifting up through the chest, bringing the hands in prayer at the heart center once more, and then rolling the shoulders open, with pulling that prayer outwards so you engage your shoulders, pushing the shoulders into the body, squeezing the lower crease of the glutes, palms facing forward, energy in the fingertips. Close the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 2, engaging Ujjayi breath. Exhale. Inhale for 3, blinking open the eyes. Exhale. Inhale, bringing the palms together, bringing the palms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forwards. You can bend the knees. This is your first one of the day. Hands come to the ground. Inhale, sliding the hands up the legs, broadening through the back, coming to a flat back. Exhale, folding forwards, weight forwards in the toes. Inhale, squeezing the glutes to come up. Arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands by the side, Samastitihi. Full Surya now. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward, scooping the bellies, weight forward in the toes, trying to keep the legs straight now if you can. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, placing the hands to the ground, stepping the right foot back, left foot comes to meet it. Inhale here for 1. Exhale, dropping the knees to the ground and then keeping your back in a straight line, squeezing the elbows into the ribs as you lower the body down slowly for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, coming up, baby cobra, dragging the heels of the palms backwards. Exhale, tucking the toes, sitting the bum back to the heels for 1 breath in child's. Inhale. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, coming up to downward dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale for 1. Exhale, lifting the kneecaps. Inhale for 2, pushing the index finger and thumb into the ground. Exhale. Inhale for 3, rolling the biceps out. Exhale. And then on the inhale, stepping forwards with the right foot. Left foot comes to meet it. Inhale, halfway lift or flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squeezing legs as you come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands by the side, Samastitihi. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, folding forwards, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift your flat back. Exhale, hands to the ground, step or jump back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, dropping the knees, bending the elbows, lowering slowly down to the ground. Inhale, coming up, cobra. Exhale, either coming back through child's or lifting the hips, coming back to down dog. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3, lifting up on those kneecaps. Exhale. Inhale, coming to tiptoes, either stepping or jumping to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squeezing the glutes to come up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Now you can carry on with 3 more of those if you like. Otherwise, I'll meet you for the next practice. Namaste.